guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe, like, share, and turn on that notification bell. If you're already here with me, welcome back. And today's topic will be talking about marriage and not settling down when you're not ready. What do I mean by that? There's a difference between courtship and actually settling down with a person and spending the rest of your life with this person. We normally ask ourselves at this age and time, why is divorce so rampant? Why is divorce increasing each and every day? Is because sometimes when people do get married, they get married for the wrong reasons. You might get married at the right time, but for the wrong reasons. Okay, sometimes when you're courting the person, you actually do not know the person. Okay, you get to know the person when you settle down with them. Before that, I don't know, I think you're playing a game of hide and seek. Okay, you're playing a game of hide and seek. What do I mean? Sometimes there are some flaws that you might hide from your partner that will eventually come on the table when you guys get married. Okay, there are things that are behind the curtains that you normally, when the person you're in courtship with, that they don't get to find out. Okay, but the moment you get married, you open the curtains and they get to see. So are you ready to deal with those flaws? Are you ready to deal with so many issues that come with the baggage of marriage? You need to ask yourself that one question. Are you mentally ready? Okay, are you mentally ready to sacrifice your time? You sacrifice your me time. Sometimes when you're courting, there are times you don't even pick the calls, or when you pick the calls, they tell you, can we go out, can we do this? And you're like, no, I am busy at the moment. Yes, that is what we do. But that time, sometimes you're not busy, you just want your me time. But when you get married, there's no me time. Okay, let's get that clear. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to sacrifice your me time? Are you ready to sacrifice some of the goals and aspirations that you had? You put them aside and you work together as a team. Okay, are you ready to have that teamwork? Are you ready to let go of you working individually on your dreams and aspirations, and now you're working together? You're working on your partner's dreams, and your partner is working on your dreams. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to raise a family? Are you ready to take care of your kids? Okay, are you ready to sacrifice your time to take care of your kids? Are you ready to nurture kids? Are you, even the question of having kids, are you ready for it? Is your partner ready for it? What are the long-term plan of your partner? What are the long-term plans that you have individually? Do they go hand in hand? Are there things that your partner doesn't like about you that you're willing to sacrifice? Are there things that your partner is willing to sacrifice? So what I mean is, don't get married if you're not mentally ready. Sometimes you might be physically ready, but you're not mentally ready. Okay, so don't get married for the sake of getting married. Don't get married just because of pressure, just because your friends got married. Okay, and maybe you're the only one in the circle that is not married yet. Don't do that. Okay, if you're not ready, you're not ready. The day you're ready, okay. Don't get married, number 2, because of financial freedom. Okay, because number 1, wealth. Remember, wealth comes and goes. Are you willing to work with your partner to build the wealth together? Okay, instead of saying, I'm going to get financial freedom if I settle down with my partner. Don't do that. Sometimes, as I told you, wealth comes and goes. What happens if this person's wealth just goes down the drain one day, subhanallah? What will you do? Are you willing to stay? Are you willing to fight? Are you willing to rebuild once again? Or you're going to run away? Because the first thing is, how did you get into that marriage? You wanted financial freedom, but now you don't have it. What will you do? The finances are no longer available. What will you do? What will you do? That's the question. So don't get married for financial freedom. It always goes downhill from there. Okay, so don't. Number 2. Number 3, because 1 is when you pressure from your friends and family, and also number 2 is financial freedom. Number 3, sometimes you might be running away from something. Sometimes it's mentally. Okay, sometimes you are battling some mental issues and you feel like, what to hell. Sometimes you might be having family problems. Sometimes you might be having other problems. Okay, so you feel like when you get married to that person, you are going to get a certain freedom. Okay, that never happens. Okay, if anything, you will get more and more responsibilities on your shoulders that requires you to wake up every morning and deal with them mentally, physically, whatever the case. Okay, so do not get married because you want to escape. Deal with whatever you want to deal with at that particular moment. Don't look for excuses. Okay, look for solutions instead. Okay, even your partner can actually help you get through it, but not through running into marriage and then you find out, you know what, now this is even more than I bargained for. So as I told you in the first when I was starting, is you need to be mentally ready. Physically, you might be at the age of settling down, at the right age. That's why I told you, you might be getting married at the right time, but for the wrong reasons. Okay, so don't run into marriage. Find yourself first. Figure out who you are. Figure out what you aspire. Figure out what you want in life. Figure out, is marriage really the answer to all the things that you are going through? It's a yes or a no case. If it is a no, and you know sometimes deep inside we actually know what we want, but we neglect it. Okay, so deep down inside, is marriage the solution to your problem? If it is, well and good, meaning you're ready for it. If it's not, do not. Okay, and also do not get married because your partner is ready. When the two people are courting and they're dating, one of them might be ready to settle down. Okay, and the other person is not ready to settle down. So don't settle down just because your partner is ready to settle down. You ask yourself, are you personally, as an individual, are you ready to settle down? Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with this particular person that you're courting? Okay, sometimes we are told don't date or don't do this because if you're not willing to settle down. But sometimes it's hard. That is the time you're finding yourself. That is the time you're getting to know yourself, and the person already is ready to settle down. So at that time, what do? Do you say yes just because the person is ready and you don't want to hurt their feelings? Well, that's actually, I think, the normal way to go. But you ask yourself this question: are you ready? Okay, are you personally ready to settle down, start a family, spend the time with this person the rest of your life, build an empire together? Are you ready for all of that? If you're not ready, don't. Go find yourself, solve all the mental social problems that you have, solve any type of issue that you have. Okay, solve it on your own. The partner can chip in and help. Then after that, if you are ready, settle down. Congratulations. If not, don't even go near settling down, because marriage is a sacred what do I call it? Sometimes I call it a sacred bubble, whereby even a small thing, sometimes when you're not ready, you're not mentally ready, there are small issues that pop up, and those issues kind of poke holes in that bubble that you guys have created. Okay, so it's no longer safe inside of that. Okay, so rather than doing that, are you ready when that type of mishap comes to that bubble? Can you mend it, okay, together as one, so that bubble is stronger, okay, and can take you for a longer period of time? Sawa. And as I don't know, I think that is, to me, basically, when I was settling down in my mind, I was 101% ready to endure, to go through, to enjoy, okay, all the happiness, all the working hard, all the sacrifices, all the time and energy, anything that marriage needed, I was ready to put in mentally. I don't know if you guys understand, mentally. Okay, that is when I decided to settle down. So the same case goes for you. If you're ready down, make sure you are ready for all the ups, for all the downs, for all the cries, for all the happy moments, for all the sad moments, for everything that this little bubble called marriage will throw at you. Okay, So I will end by saying this: do not get married because you need financial freedom. Do not get married because your friends have married. Do not get married because you feel like your partner is ready and you don't want to disappoint them. Do not get married because you're running from your mental issues and you feel like maybe here I might settle. Okay, don't do that. Okay, and you will find yourself the day you get married, trust me, you will be like, I have made the best decision to not settle down at that time, but now I am mentally ready, I am physically ready, I am ready for anything that marriage throws at me. Bring it on. Then you say Bismillah and you go. Okay, you go. And also something else that will help you as Muslims is you put your trust in Allah, you pray 2 rak'ats, and you ask God for guidance. Trust me, if you ask God for guidance, it's either 2 things: either God will guide you to that person, or he will guide you against that person, because he's not the right person for you. He or she is not the right person for you. That is also actually that's the best way to go as a Muslim. Okay, the rest we can follow the other tips. Okay, so with that we shall end our topic of the day, and I hope it helps someone out there. And please do share to your friends that you feel like might need to hear this. Okay, so let us grow as a family, let us inspire each other and learn from each other, inshallah. So with that, I tell you, please do subscribe, like, share and comment, and turn on that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post. So with that, I say bye bye.